Alright, is this on? Oh, thank God. Hello. I guess surprise. So I'm just gonna go on with this fast. I'm gonna do like a series of MCU reviews leading up to Spider-Man: Far From Home. Could have done this for Avengers: Endgame, but I'm an idiot. So, I guess since it is MCU, we got to start with the first Iron Man movie, or maybe just the first two Iron Man movies. I'm gonna see if I can talk about both of them because both of them were directed by Jon Favreau. So Iron Man 1, the story is leading up at, Tony Stark is on a weapons demo in Afghanistan. He's kidnapped by terrorists and, he escapes the terrorists and he decides to stop his weapons manufacturing thing and decides, to build a suit of iron. Actually, I mean, we've all seen Iron Man 1, so, everything that's been said has already been said. So, um, yeah, let's talk about Iron Man. This one is a really great movie. I mean, come on, it's just so damn good. It's just really great, and a lot of that is attributed to Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark Iron Man, who I still think, and it's like he's irreplaceable as Iron Man, Tony Stark Iron Man. He is Iron Man, like on the screen and in real life, and yeah, it's like one of those perfect casting choices. It's like, you think about it. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. I'm getting a little bit mixed up here. This is like my fourth time trying to record this. Um, so yeah, Robert Downey Jr. was really great, and I really cared a lot about his character. I mean, he's basically supposed to be this, likable a-hole, which according to Jon Favreau, like, I mean, he's an a-hole, but you do kind of see where he's coming from, and I liked a lot of the changes that this character went through, um, even throughout the universe. So yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is great as Iron Man, and yeah, he's great. Even though I'm not a big Gwyneth Paltrow fan, she's good enough as Pepper Potts. Jeff Bridges, pretty decent enough in the role, even though he's really good in his role, though. I'm gonna be honest. Terrence Howard is decent enough as Rhodey, and I mean, just everything. Like I said, everything that's been said about the movie has been said, and yeah. So yeah, like everything is great about it. Like the Iron Man suits, like the visual effects were really great. Like it felt like one of those early mixtures of practical and CGI. And I guess given that like, and of course the humor was really well done. I guess given that like they shot this and the script was not even finished at the time, the score's pretty good. Yeah, and the cinematography is pretty good. Um, like I said, I don't know why I'm reviewing Iron Man 1. I mean, I could have done this, but I'm recording this on my iPhone anyway, so um, I mean, it's just a really great movie, and if you have not seen it, what is wrong with you? Go watch Iron Man 1, for God's sake. Um, so yeah, Iron Man 1 is a great movie, in my opinion. One of the best comic book movies ever made. Um, and yeah, go watch it. Now, Iron Man 2 I'm going to talk about, and just know that this is my personal opinion on Iron Man 2. Take it with a grain of salt. I don't freaking care. Um, so Iron Man 2 was a movie I've always liked. Um, However, it was only later on in years that I realized I was not allowed to like it. Like, people said, it's like the Star Wars prequels. If you like this, then, if you like this movie, then that means you don't love movies. Which I think is complete and utter crap. Um, like I said, take this with a grain of salt. I think, and I know everyone has problems with Iron Man 2. I can see the problems with it, but, and take it with a grain of salt, I don't care. I think Iron Man 2 is as good as the first one, if not better. And a lot of that is like what I attributed it to Jon Favreau's direction, Iron Man's Robert Downey Jr.'s performance in the movie. Gwyneth Paltrow's decent. Scarlett Johansson is really great in the role as Natasha Romanoff. And I always say that, I don't. I think she's irreplaceable in the role. Most Marvel actors in this are irreplaceable. Um, Don Cheadle is a surprisingly, in my opinion, I like him better as Rhodey than Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard, he might look like the part, but I think Don Cheadle has more charisma towards him, and yeah, um, I think that's just what I'm gonna say. I think he has more charisma in the role as Rhodey. Um, Sam Rockwell's really great, and he's not the best Marvel villain per se, but he is the funniest. He's just like he's just plain Sam Rockwell. I bet you the direction was is Sam Rockwell. I bet that the screenplay was just written Sam Rockwell, Sam Rockwell, Sam Rockwell. I just love Sam Rockwell in this role. Like he's just so funny. Like he makes me laugh a lot in this movie. Rourke is pretty good as the villain in this movie. Even though I wish we had gotten more of him. Of course, apparently there was a lot of production problems, and apparently his role had to get cut down. I can see all the problems with the move with Iron Man 2. All right. Um, I mean, it clearly is trying to set up the Avengers, and there's a lot of subplots in this movie, but there is a lot of subplots in Predator 2, and I like Predator 2. Do not kill me. Um, but yeah, I don't really care much about the problems. I do see a lot of the problems. I even see some problems in the first Iron Man movie. Like, the third act kind of feels like the whole big, hero villain fight we're used to seeing sometimes. But I honestly do not care because it all depends on your entertainment value of the film. Did I enjoy Iron Man 2 as much as Iron Man 1? I did. Did I care for the characters? I did. I actually liked a lot of the characters, even though some of them I wish were better developed. Basically, Mickey Rourke, but he's still one of the more interesting villains. Um, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna say, Iron Man 1 I think is a great introduction to the MCU and an introduction to Iron Man, and a great revitalization of Robert Downey Jr.'s career. And Iron Man 2, I think, is as good as the first one, if not better, due to Jon Favreau's direction as well, like I said. And, the cinematography in these movies are pretty good. I guess because, like, Matthew Libatique was the guy who works for Darren Aronofsky a lot, was the DP on this. And his cinematography still holds up pretty well. Like, when I look at cinematography in some of these movies, like, it's often hit or miss for me. But, the first two Iron Mans, I think, have some of the best cinematography in the MCU overall. So, and, yeah, another good score, like the first Iron Man movie, although this was John Debney instead of Ramin Djawadi. So, yeah, um, I guess I could give both Iron Man, I give Iron Man 1 4 stars and an A plus, and Iron Man 2 is a solid 4 stars, A plus in my book. And I don't care what you guys say. It's my opinion. Learn to accept it, for God's sake. At least it's not Iron Man 3. That I will say. At least Iron Man 2 is not Iron Man 3. So that I will say. Um, so this was more of a review. This was not that much of a review of both Iron Man movies. But, despite what the title says, misleading marketing, false advertising, my fault. But, I'm recording this on my iPhone, and, recording on an iPhone kind of sucks because, you have a specific time they have to record it, and you understand. So, Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2. Do you all enjoy Iron Man 1 a lot? And do you think Iron Man. And did any of you at least like Iron Man 2 as much as I did? Because I'd like to know. Let me know downstairs in the comments below, and until next time, see you later.